Welcome back. You're watching Keeping It Real, and I have with me here in the studio Gary Nusca from ICIWorld.net, and this is now a global company that you've developed, Gary. This is pretty incredible stuff.
The planet Earth.
The planet Earth. So you recognize back, what, in the 90s this thing got started?
Early 90s.
Early 90s, and it's grown now. You have real estate professionals mainly using this all over the world?
We were actually the first ones on the internet in 1994. In those days, there was no Google. It was actually Alta Vista.
Oh, yes.
And if you did a search for real estate in 1994 in January, there was only 14 companies worldwide on the internet, and we were one of them. We actually saw it coming back in 1992, got into online bulletin board type services, putting things on there and making the odd connection. But there was no critical mass at that time. And so it took a long time to grow. And to be quite honest, it was a nonprofit corporation for a long time, not by design. But in the early stages, we had to go through a lot of growing pains to kind of make it worth. But the reason we were inspired to continue to grow it was from the individual salespeople that were making connections to do deals.
Right.
And deals that they may not have made otherwise.
Right.
And it's ongoing today, and you just have to read the testimonials online, and we put a few of them there so people can see how easy it is to make connections, because there's 2 billion people now using the internet. And now things like you had in a previous person that you had interviewing here, Paul Toby, shows how to connect with those people. We're doing that as well, and other companies like the auction company are helping, providing great services to the industry as well. It's great.
So the idea is that people can go into and you have a special website just for Canada too, right? Which we can actually pull up on the screen there, and this is ICIWorld.ca.
That's correct. And basically, we have about 18,000 pages on the internet doing various things, penetrating the farthest reaches of the internet. And when you put one listing on ICI World, it actually instantly appears on all these places throughout the world instantly and automatically. So it's tremendous penetration in the marketplace. The second thing is, when you put a listing on ICI World, you can agree to allow it to be on other brokers' websites. So instead of you having your information just on one website, it actually appears instantly on over 1,000 other brokers' websites if you agree to it.
Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff.
It is.
Now, I mean, the other thing is, and I'm not a real estate agent. I mean, I've kind of worked.
You're a mortgage broker, I hear.
I'm a mortgage. So are you, aren't you?
Actually, I am.
You are, and as well as a real estate agent.
That's correct.
Right.
But I actually don't practice it. What I don't practice, I do not sell real estate. I've become like a personal information and marketing assistant to 1,000 real estate brokers, where I'm actually specializing in becoming an assistant to the industry. And we actually do seminars for real estate boards and real estate offices, teaching them how to use the powers of the internet, because there's some things that if you learn, it'll be working for you. It's almost like a light switch when you get things working right. In the meantime, some people are not getting the results they want. They're not getting the leads off the internet, and they wonder why. We're a good person to call to help analyze that, and we can do a free consultation to show them.
That's terrific.
Yeah.
That's terrific. Now, the other thing is with commercial real estate is a lot of times it's not going to be listed anywhere. A lot of the times it's not listed on the MLS. I guess it's sold by exclusive or something like that.
That's correct, David. And in fact, I'll make a statement. I'll be in a group of maybe 50 to 100 brokers in a room, and I'll ask a question. Do you agree or disagree with this statement that 90% of apartment buildings are not on real estate boards? The ones that know put up their hands and agree. 90% of shopping centers are not on real estate boards.
Right.
Same thing, and it goes on for land and all kinds of other things. In fact, now there's a lot of for sale by owners, even in residential real estate. They're not on real estate boards, but there's a very special way that you can work it through ICI World, keeping in mind that the information in the business is governed by an organization in Ontario called the Real Estate Council of Ontario, which governs licensed real estate people and how they advertise to the public. Well, if you use an address in your ad, you have to have that property listed.
Okay.
Okay? If you give the location out to someone, you have to have that property listed on a proper listing form. But if you do not give that address, and you disguise that address and you simply say, I have a shopping center or I have a $1 million home on the waterfront someplace, and you just give a general area, no one really knows where that property is.
Right.
And so you can network that kind of information, and that's what this service was designed to do. Now, because real estate brokers are members, they also advertise their listings that are on real estate boards.
Right.
Such that today there's 30,000 listings, but only about 5,000 of them are on real estate boards, MLS type listings. Okay. The rest are this other kind of information that I talk about.
Okay. Now, we have this up on the screen. Do you want to give us a little demo?
We can,
or did
except
we lose
we've just lost it.
The
Probably,
computer
maybe
actually,
it's gone down.
My computer actually died.
I can give a brief description.
Okay, please
right
do.
now, basically, in Canada, the simplest place to go is simply to iciworld.ca. ICI World is all one word, .ca is for the Canadian website. You click on Ontario, and on that page, you can search anything. You can search by message number, you can search by city, you can search by keyword.
Okay.
Keywords important for real estate people to learn how to use keywords in their ads. So if you have a donut shop for sale, but you say you have a Tim Hortons, if somebody searches donut, they're actually not going to find you.
Okay.
So make sure that you put donut in your ad. Same thing, if you have a gas station or a hotel, you want to make sure you put those keywords in your subject line, and people can search our database by keyword.
Okay.
So searching information is a little different than having fields like you do in a real estate board. It's an open market, and sometimes people come up with keywords that are unique to their situation, and there's ways to search that whole database.
Okay.
And the information pops up within seconds. I'm talking within 2 seconds with our new server. It's delivering information faster and quicker than ever before. It's very exciting. Okay. And people making connections.
I have an idea. If you like, we could take a short break, get this computer back up. Would you like to do a little demo while you're here?
Absolutely.
Okay, excellent. So we're going to take a very short break. Give us a couple of minutes. We're going to be right back, and we're going to show you exactly how this works. Hang in there.